Alright, here we go. Connection's a little wonky. Nope, seems okay. It's okay for now. Okay. I think we're doing okay. Looking good on this end. Great. And we can get into things. So yeah, I know I said I was gonna do... Or... I'll wait. Turn back. Turn back. Turn back. Okay. So anyway, hello Andrew. How are you doing on this fine Sunday? I hope it's Sunday in your neck of the world. I forget how it works. I forget is the UK like ahead of the US time or behind it? I'm stupid. I don't know these things. But yeah, just we're gonna get into Alayam Lois, and I've got a good bit of time to stream today, so we'll definitely be getting into Dark Souls 3. It's half 5 p.m. here. Well, good evening to you then, sir. Good evening to you. Yeah, 5:34. No. Alright. So yeah, just getting into this. So yeah, I'm trying to think of how to translate this time. So I can stream for roughly another, looks like 3.5-ish hours. So hopefully we can finish this game completely and start on Dark Souls 3, which shall be fun. All the good afternoons to everybody. Right, so I'm trying to remember the best strategy to deal with this sort of DLC. Probably be able to get to Yol in that amount of time then. Maybe. I don't know. It really, like... I can pretty consistently get through Dark Souls 3 at a decent pace, so it really just comes down to... it really just comes down to how long it's going to take us to beat this DLC. That's probably the main sort of thing to worry about. It's really weird playing this game the way I do, because like in order to have the weapon accurately hit the enemy, you basically have to give up movement controls in order to make the weapon hit accurately. It's very weird. It's like you have to relinquish movement so your attack can go through properly. It's very strange. It's very strange indeed. Now, I forget. I don't remember there being that many changes in this version. Like, I don't remember the DLCs being changed all that much. From base game to Scholar, as it were, so... Let's see how we do. You wanna play Magic games, bro? I got Havel's gear. Boom. It's like getting pricked by a... prick. Boop. It's one thing I always found weird about the Poison DLC by comparison to this is like these enemies get stun locked, but the ones in the Poison DLC do not. I've never understood that. I guess they just have more poise for whatever reason. Jackass! Also, I mentioned that I was going to do rotten farming in between streams. I killed the rotten like twice, or like once. And then after that I kind of stopped because I just didn't want to grind him. And I also didn't have much time, much free time in between that previous stream and now, so... We're essentially doing this on whatever level we happen to be at this point. Leave us be. Cranky one. Did I already loot this? I'm already forgetting what I'm doing here. I did not loot. Sounds like this person's going to come down and have some fun. Or maybe not. You're just shambling around. Oof, YouTube went wonky there for a bit. Stream stopped playing. That's not good. I am uploading a short little video to... I'm uploading a short little video, so that might impact it, but the upload should be done in like 15 minutes or so. Hopefully it doesn't persist. Hopefully not. Let's see. I think about it. I don't think there's a point to go up that way. Go away. Do you not get great internet in your part of America? No, I normally do, but we just had like a bad storm, so there might be like issues in my area. I mean, OBS is saying the connection's fine now, so maybe it was just a stutter. I don't know. We'll see. I think it was just a glitch. Let's hope so. Ow. Block this. Alright. I think about it. We might actually get through this DLC in decent time. All things considered. Please pancake him one. Sweet. First time there's been an issue since the 8th anniversary stream, I think. Let's hope it's not a major one. But either way. Alright. So. Okay. Mine's bigger, even though it's not really. It's really weird playing. It's really weird playing through this DLC. I feel like the first round of the DLC is not actually that difficult. It's like everything after that, like the second time around when you have to deal with the roly-poly enemies is the real issue. I don't know. We have tons of resources this time around, so we're gonna have a good day going through all this stuff. Got plenty of repair powder. Go away. Ah, I can't. I was hoping I could one-shot him. Tail ahead, and then dry tongue. Yes. Tail ahead, butthole. Kind of funny how the wind suddenly starts once you get past the barrier to get in here. Also, we're following general, like, skip rules of if it's not important for us to deal with the enemy in a particular spot, we're just not going to deal with them. So, just be aware of that. I am going to be skipping things unless it's necessary or convenient. Pancake that sucker! I love the satisfaction of the pancake hammer shit. It's great. Can you smell what the Havel's cooking? The only real challenges I think we're going to face in this are the bosses themselves and the wind up to certain areas, just because they can get kind of weird. We're gonna find everything. We are the great uncoverer of secrets. I now have eyes. Frigid Outskirts will be quote-unquote fun. It will be. It will be interesting, to say the least. Alright, I think we could just beat this guy down normally. Oh, he's really weak. He's very weak. Wow, that was pathetic. Thanks, dude. This is the weird thing, right? Like, Havel's set is usually pretty good in the game as far as defense, but the Dragon Tooth's pretty effective in this one. Just with the ability to pancake enemies. I mean, I know it exists in the other games, but, like, it does particularly well in this run. I'm kind of curious how long it'll take us to actually beat this DLC, because I'm pretty sure I think we spent the most time in the Poison DLC, as opposed to, like, I think we spent more time in the Poison DLC just navigating around and getting to the bosses than we did actually getting through the Broom Tower DLC. So, let's see how long it takes us to get through here. This one's probably the most time-consuming overall in general, just because you kind of have to go through the DLC twice to make it through the, some of the stupid shit you gotta deal with. This is also one thing, too, just being able to tank, like, almost everything in the game is incredibly helpful. Just beat down, heal, repeat. This is one thing, too, I might not loot a whole bunch of stuff either. Now I think about it. Because I don't really care about any of the loot here since we're near the end of the game, and I don't really think we need to worry about upgrading stuff unless we just happen to find things that are useful. Arheim, where be ye? Die. This is one of those weird experiences where it's like going through this bit of the map is kind of weird when you've got this set on because of it's such a, like, poise-heavy thing. So you can poise through most things, and with all the healing on top of it, it essentially comes down to a smackdown of, if I can stun-lock the enemy, then just stun-lock them to death and then move on. So, let's see if I can pancake this NPC. I believe they're still here in Scholar. No, they're one of these barrels. Ah, there you are. You get the pancake treatment. This is what I mean, right? Like the game just kind of devolves into a pancake game in a way. You know? It's like, it's not even really based on skill, it's just based on my numbers are better than yours, and I know one exploit. That's about it. I forget, do you need to do the albino covetous? I'm not familiar with what that is. Either I'm drawing a blank or I've never heard of that. Let's see. Can we level up? Might be able to. Nope, can't. Never mind. It's Covetous Demon, but completely white. Oh, okay. That's what it was. I was like, what are you talking about? It's like, oh, that makes a lot more sense now. We don't need to do white supremacist Jabba, but we could. I don't really want to kill him just because he's basically the same as the first enemy, but just an even bigger damage sponge. So, might not do him, period. We can run past him pretty much, so probably won't do anything with him. Hello, kitty. Shall we play kitty games? Let's see how this plays out. Okay, you don't do too ridiculous stamina damage. Ow. Okay, I take that back. You actually do a decent bit of... I actually don't remember if you can dodge those. No! What are you doing? Again, this kind of just comes down to a smackdown. It's like, I know I can keep healing, because I've got 1 billion health items. So, like, what's the point in being, like, worried? No! No! No more magic. Ow. Boss 1 down. Just couldn't remember if he gated anything that would be needed. As far as I know, he doesn't gate anything that's needed. One thing I might do is I might invest my next few levels into equip load just so I can be close enough to where I can, like, unequip shit. Because this is the thing, I'm trying to maintain the Havel sort of tank build, but whenever we deal with enemies like that that are going to, like, severely punish our stamina usage pretty often and make the fight super tedious and long-winded, I might just skip it and unequip things. And I want to be able to, like, effectively unequip things, like, as I need to. So, that's kind of where my mindset is. Alright, so we did that first bit in about 20-ish minutes. It's pretty effective. Hello, lady.
This curve is and my it was anchored but the inevitably I there is I have my I lower kind let and
Thank you. The winds are ceased. Now we can go down through all the other shit. But first, levels, butthole. I know equip load's not going to do much for us at this point. I just want to make switching from tank to glass cannon a little bit more efficient. Alright, let me see here. Only have one thing to pop. We have... That's not what I'm looking for. We have 2. Can we upgrade anything? No, not yet. I think they all require 3 at this point. Alright, let's go... Yeah, I think we have to go back to the beginning. The one thing that I kind of like about this DLC, but is also sort of a mixed bag aspect of this DLC, is how you essentially go through it twice in order to complete it. And while that gimmick is something I think can be interesting in terms of going to areas that you couldn't access before, but they're now opened up, well, I like that aspect of it. I don't like how there's a lot of arbitrary barriers where you can't backtrack, right? Like, you have to go through this in a linear fashion, right? Like, if there's a little, like, ladder here to get back up there and go back down that way, like, if there were shortcuts, right? Like, easy to find shortcuts like that, you know, that linked pathways where you could go backwards through them, I think that would go a long way towards dealing with the problem of just being forced through the DLC area again, you know? Because you're kind of forced through it the same way each time. And I'm not a fan of that. I don't mind going back through an area again with new content, but the way it's sort of done is something that gives me pause for thought. And now that things are activated, these wenches should be an issue to take care of now. Come to think of it, I should probably use these. This is the one time where I'm probably going to go through areas like in one go as often as possible. We're not going to go back to buy life gems. This is our final run through the game. We're doing it. We're committing. We are committing. Kind of remarkable how this game randomly jumps up and down with difficulty. There you are. Die, wench. More dried roots. Right. Lady ahead, and then penetration. We did it once, let's do it again. Poison arrows for the win! Might as well tag you too while we're at it. Yeah. I am Havel, the Rock. There's a remarkable number of killing women in this game. Makes you think. You can't fuck with me. I've got repair powder for days. This actually is kind of an overpowered thing, right? Like, we've got a ton of healing resources on top of a ton of, like, regen resources. So we've got a lot of ways to, like, deal with different threats we're going to come into contact with. On top of our armor being pretty tough and us having a weapon that hits really hard. We're just in a good position. Just in a real good position. Resting at bonfires is for the weak. It is for the weak. Now this is the big thing, right? Do these little pricks down here, do they stun lock through Havel's armor or not? Because that kind of dictates how difficult this area is going to be. Because if I can just run into them and smack them like normal, that would be wonderful. Okay, it seems like they can stun to some degree, which is annoying. But we'll deal with it. Now this invader is not going to be fun. Alright. Alright, invader. Where are you? Hexer Nikolai. Alright, we're gonna fight over here because you're annoying. So come this way. You get the pancake, you get the pancake. Let's see how much healing you can do. That's right, keep playing that game. Keep playing that game, man. Fuck you, your crazy number spam. Oh no, I forgot. What'd you forget? Do you want to play a game? Come here, little shits. I've died so many times on my new character because of farming the BS Haid Knights for their armor. I can believe it. When the most telegraphed attack they have is the attack that isn't telegraphed at all, that's how you know you're fucked. Any more of you? I don't see any. Yeah, they're really silly to deal with. Silly is a good word when talking about them. Alright, before we forget, let's unlock the bonfire. Just for easy warping. Bonfire. Now we run. Alright, now begins one of the most... what I would consider to be one of the stupidest encounters, like, ever. Right, this enemy is just... like, this enemy is one of the ones that genuinely makes me question. It's like, do the developers plan this enemy to be as stupid as they were? Like, enemy doesn't do anything. Like, they actively just get in the way and just lead you around to areas. Like, what are you doing? Like, what is this? Like, what are you doing? Let's see if I can get you in a corner. No, you're just gonna run away now. What a wonderful fucking enemy design. They were really tedious. It doesn't help that they have a 1% drop, right? Oh, that's extra painful. That is extra painful. There's so much stupid here. Oh, you actually attacked. You're fighting now. That's right, run into your pit of depravity. I'll find you. I just gotta think about it. I think you can snipe them from up here. If I remember correctly. I need to test that. Since this DLC tries to bully us, I think it's only fair that we try to bully them back. That's right, heal like a little cuck. Do it. Now I think about it, I might just run past this shit, because we don't need to worry about this. Oh, my healing thing's gone. Root! Consume it! Suck all that root. Look at all the loot. I forget if there's Twinkling Titanite in here anywhere. I don't think there is. Oh, there is. Well, never mind. I'm just fucking stupid. More dried root. Smooth and silky. Crimson water. Oh, now you're fighting. Okay. I have 30 deaths in total while you were farming them. That's rough, man. You want to play this game again? Wow, the game actively fucked me up there. Look at that shit, man. Mid-roll backstab. Watch, this will be the only thing that kills us. This fucker right here. That'll be the only thing that kills us in the DLC. Yeah, I take the thing I did fuck up in No Man's Wharf and fell into the water twice, though. We've all been there. Alright, back down the pit of disillusionment. This time we won't activate the stupid NPC. I think about it. He can't hit me from here. Let's have some fun. Hello, fatty. I'm wondering, can I actually poison him at all? He's strangely immune to this. We've already committed. Let's try killing him. Where's some throwaway ammo I can use? Hey look, Domo, I'm using the environment to my effect. Aren't you proud of me? Showing how much this is like a living, breathing world. I just met up with Gavley and can't wait to cop the poison arrows. I know, they are a game changer. It's kind of weird how he only sells a limited amount of them early on in the game. It's a really weird sort of part of that where it's like, why do you only sell like, how much is it, like 20? 60? I can't remember how much it is. His AI was trying so hard just to do something. It was just like the whole time. I forgot, what's that ring do? Attacks greatly reduce enemy stamina. Okay. Alright. Yeah, let's move on then. We have more shit to put up with. 20 arrows. I just don't buy any till I meet him in the last spot. Yeah. I mean, depending on how you progress the game, I guess that's probably a decent way to deal with it. Come on, Spambush, come on. I forget if I can poison them. Let us do a test. Oh wait, I need to actually hit them with the poison arrows. Apparently that's a no, but they can't come in here either, it seems like. Oh, I was wrong. Stay dead, please. Oh, there's another death. That one was actually my fault, just because I wasn't playing smart. What death counters right now? 24. We're at 24. Also, whoa! Alright, now let's play this the boring way. The way that helps us deal with the issue here. Hooray for boring! Tiny shithead ahead, butthole. I should probably hit them like two-handed. Probably worth more damage per durability. Right. Once more, with feeling. With feeling, buttholes. Isn't this what Dark Souls was made for? You get to stay dead. Alright, fatty, come here. I just gotta think, we don't actually need to fight you. Yeah, fuck you guys. I'm just gonna leave. Fuck you guys. The more I think about these encounters, the more it's like, you know, we're better off just to fucking skip them half the time. Most of them aren't going to be interesting or engaging. It's just going to be, here's a bunch of enemies that play really annoying. I don't know why I turned southern during that, but here we are. You, sir, need a good smacking. Get smacked. Now, looky here. We got these little munchkins up here right now. Look at how shitty they be. All spiky and shit. Fall off that fucking edge. You deserve it. I ought to lynch you. Oh, thank you for lining up. That was beautiful. The DS2 DLCs are for sure my least played. The encounters were so painful. Yeah. I guess one of the biggest problems with this DLC, or with all the DLCs actually, is just there are good ideas that are here if they were more developed, right? Like I feel like a lot of these ideas, if they were made by the A team, they would have been interesting. Right? Like a roly-poly enemy, like these little things, I feel like could serve as like little miniature encounters here and there, right? But when you put multiple of them right next to each other and they do absurd damage, they're just overpowered and annoying, right? But in isolation, they're not that bad of an enemy. But they just copy and paste shit just over and over and over. Also, hey dude, come join the fight. And this little, like, snowball effect, this is a cool little environmental thing, right? I'll give Dark Souls 2 that. It's a cool little environmental thing, kills enemies. Also creates a shortcut. It's neat, but it's surrounded by bullshit. So much of this is surrounded by bullshit. Multiple of them together, and then that gank spot with golems as well, which is insane. Yeah, it's just... It's sort of the... I guess that's one of the things that makes Dark Souls 2 and Elden Ring kind of unique in the way their problems work, is that their problems are on the core philosophy level, right? Which is not the same as, say, like Dark Souls 1 or 3, when you talk about their problems. You know, because when you look at, like, Dark Souls 1 biggest problems, most of Dark Souls 1's biggest problems usually come from very specific design choices in very specific areas. You know, like, Bed of Chaos has significant issues because of the way the boss design sort of, like, works. Excuse me. You know, it's not really that, like, the core gameplay mechanics are broken in some way. You know, it's that the boss has significant issues by comparison to everything, like every other boss, basically, right? You know, Dark Souls 3 has similar things, right? It's like the combat works. You know, like there's no real problem with the combat except for, like, maybe a bad weapon input here and there. You know, but then you get to stuff like Yorm and his gimmick, and it's just a completely fucked up gimmick, which requires the player to do so much to play the encounter the way the developers wanted you to play the encounter. You know, like, there's a lot of, like, very oddly specific things that the developers of Dark Souls 1 and 3 just kind of fuck up. Whereas with Dark Souls 2 and Elden Ring, we have the issues of just the game philosophy has changed. You know, just overwhelm the player constantly. And it's a philosophy both games have, but the way they go about it is different. You know, because on the one hand, you have in this game, it's overwhelmed with numbers, right? Like, just overwhelmed with tons of numbers of tons of enemies that deal more damage than the grouping is balanced for, right? It's that kind of shit. And then with Elden Ring, you know, it overwhelms you just by pure sheer... I almost want to say animation, just because the bosses have so much crazy shit going on during the encounters with them that it becomes sort of a mess when fighting them sometimes, just because their combos go on forever, and you can't see half the shit because they're exploding all the time. You know, it's a long series of sort of the same problem corrupting Dark Souls 2 and Elden Ring that you don't get in the other games, right? Like, there's very specific problems in the other games that are usually locked to a particular area, or a particular boss, or a particular enemy, you know, or a particular encounter, right? Like, it's not a universal problem that spans the entirety of the game. But for Elden Ring and Dark Souls 2, it's largely the same problem, just over and over and over, of just overwhelm the player by any means necessary. And within those any means necessary, we have, you know, the case of spam and just overwhelming it just by pure numbers. And then we have, you know, and then we have an Elden Ring where they just overwhelm by just making the bosses and enemies just ridiculous with their combos going on forever, crazy high damage, you know. Like this game spams you more than Elden Ring does, but Elden Ring has a lot more sort of like just giving every boss too many unique ways to kill you. Why did my... Dude, what are you doing? Pure stats and movesets to the point that you almost want/need to be flawless in order to avoid the game of trying to heal. Yeah. Kill you first. Alright, ladies. Shall we play a game? I know I keep saying that, but I'm going to keep saying it, because it's funny. Look at this amazing encounter with women. Just tons of women. Then, Garrus, would you like to give us another death real quick? No. No. That's a hard negatory. Wow, he heard me draw the bowstring and was like, no! I forget, do I need to actually kill him or not? Hey, jackass. There's the ward key. I forget if we actually need that for much. I don't know. We'll find out. Hello, dude. I forgot if you dropped anything. Get him, reused base game boss. Damn it. Not today. Oh, here's one thing might be worth discussing. I don't really have a game lined up to do after we do this sort of Dark Souls trilogy thing. As of right now, I'm kind of leaning towards reacting to some Joseph Anderson next. I want to do his Soma video because I just want to see what the... I want to see how crazy it is, considering Mahler's sort of reaction to Joseph Anderson's takes during that. I want to check it out. But after that, I'd like to do another gaming stream. And I was curious if you guys would want me to play Dying Light or not. Perhaps start a fresh game on Nightmare mode and just play the game to the hardest difficulty just for the pure shits and giggles of it. Mainly because I enjoy playing that game immensely, and also because I plan to do something with it in the future. Wink, wink. If it kills you, I want it. Dying Light sounds good to you? Well, I'll put that on the list. I've already got it installed, so it's really just a matter of whenever we get to it. I forgot. Yeah, that's a shortcut. Hello. Die. Actually, here's one thing. We can try Ludenzala now. If we really wanted to have some fun. It's kind of funny how the sword leaves his arm before he's actually ready to, like, do shit. Goodbye. Go away. It would actually be a lot of fun to play Dying Light again. I really like Dying Light mechanically. It's probably one of my favorite games in terms of just the mechanics and the way it's used. Cannot use bonfire. Would you fuck off? Leave. Be gone. Yeah. Did you ever do anything with the Dying Light DLC? I think you mentioned before. That's kind of what I'm getting at. I said I would do the DLC at some point, and then some point never came. So I kind of want to do. I want that to be a secret commentary that sort of just slips out randomly. I want that to be sort of a background surprise that just randomly pops up. I'm not going to mention when I work on it or when I plan to work on it. I'm just going to kind of do it whenever it comes up. Alright, I figured we'd do this boss now since we unlocked it. And since I want to kind of end on a high note, because I like the fight with the Burnt Ivory King. Like, his individual fight, I think, is pretty good. Now, all the requirements to make the fight manageable are a different story, but that's a different story for another time. I think I'm going the right way. I see you, jackass. Just run away. No, you're faster than me. How dare you? This really is one of those fights where you just kind of have to tediously deal with them. keep moving this way. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. No, I missed it. Fuck you. Please get him. Alright, I believe we need to keep... I need to head this way, I believe. Hey there. Oh no. Now we have problems. And another one fucking spawns. Same shit, different day. Those reindeer are a real plague. They really are. Fuck off. This might be the worst boss, like, run in the game. Because it's I mean, this and Smelter Demon are tied together for some of the most annoying shit. Oh yeah, I need to... I also don't understand why there's so much, like... Come on, kitty. Come on, kitty, kitty. Fuck you. Bruh. Well. Ah, here we go. Here's the health regen now. Won't do your shit, kitty. Won't do your shit. Except when you dodge perfectly into a grab. Fuck you, kitty. Bad kitty. Bad kitty. Angarus words cannot describe the unbridled rage I will feel if you first try the boss. Well, here we are. Back to the shit we know. I fucking hate you. Hey man, it's... So that was a boss. Yeah. Damn it, Ludenzahlen! Damn it. God damn it, don't give a shit. Oh, right. Alright, we might have enough to level up. Let's see. At least with these, at least with that fight, you get proper souls for each one. Bearer, seek lest, butthole. Alright, that's really the only other thing I have. I really want to level up at this point. Okay. I guess we'll restock supplies we can, and then go back. I know you'd be back. Cheers. Alright, where were we? Yeah, we were about there. Thereabouts. Alright, so we've been at this DLC for about an hour, so we'll probably finish it in the next, like, 15 minutes or so. No! No! Be gone, shits. But what happens when you finish it? When I finish the DLC, we are happy, and then we play Dark Souls 3. It's already downloaded, ready to go. I haven't made a character yet, but that's okay. I like your intimidation sheep in the, what? So has Scholar changed any opinions in your second ever playthrough? There are some things where I can see where they were trying to go with some of the ideas, you know? And upon replaying it, there are certain parts that I think work a little better in Scholar. Like, I know I made fun of the Undead Chariot horse reappearing, but I kind of like that area is a good arena to fight a boss in. Now, granted, you could probably cheese it real easy, but I do think overall that that's a better encounter, fighting the Undead Chariot boss again as a mini boss, rather than fighting like all the knights, all the knight archers that are in there. Because dealing with the knight archers and those dwarven, I keep saying dwarven, those gold dudes are just really tedious. It's tedious to fight any of them normally with poison arrows, which is a great workaround. It's also tedious. Like, there's no real way to deal with them without it being tedious, right? But I think having the Undead Chariot there is an improvement. So there are little things like that that I think are improvements in different ways. But for the most part, it's just more of the same type of shit. So It's largely the same. I'd only say that some of the changes can be interesting. The Fragrant Branches of Yore changes, I think, are absolutely fucking retarded. That's probably my biggest criticism of Scholar outside of the spam. It's just, you give us so many opportunities to waste that resource. To which I would say, fuck you, developers. I mean, what the things should have been, in my opinion, was like what I think the Fragrant Branches of Yore should have been. I think there should have been one in the game, and it works like a key, where you can unlock multiple things with the single item, but maybe it takes a certain amount of your health off, or something. Right? Like, I would take that trade-off, rather than having just arbitrary restrictions just because. So, that's one of those things that I would say, is like again, it kind of comes back to that thing where, imagine Dark Souls 2's content made with sort of the level of care that Dark Souls 3 was made, right? I think that would make Dark Souls 2's content much better. Like, can you imagine if we got a Souls game with 42 bosses where all 42 bosses were actually good? You know? And they didn't reuse shit over and over? And even if they did, it, like, meant something? I think it'd be great. Oh yeah, I may as well update on how my uncle did when he tried to play. He had 40 deaths in Forest of Fallen Giants and understood everything I had told him about the game prior. The ganks, the horrible healing early game, all of it made sense. He learned the hard way. Alright, now we deal with annoying spellcaster. Hello, Donna. Come on, do something. Do something. There we go. Get what you fucking deserve! The backstabs with the Dragon Tooth are very, very satisfying. Hello, dude. I require your assistance. Oh, this is one thing, too. Do you guys want me to, like, since we're sort of locked into playing Dying Light after the Joseph Anderson video, do we want to do the DLC as well? It's probably going to be a yes, but I just wanted to throw it out there specifically. Or, this is one thing. If we wanted to have a lot of fun with it, we could go through Dying Light with my max level character and just fists only the entire run. Would you prefer a difficulty run or like a meme run? Because I'm open to either. That would be kind of fun. Might as well don't think I've seen the DLC covered. Well, you'll be interested to see it. Difficulty run. I mean, we could also do both. just say fuck it. Just do everything. Do all the things. Difficulty, I think, would be cool. Alright. Alright, difficulty run it is. At least the first time. I kind of like the idea of doing a broken run with just fists. We might do 2 runs. The broken run would probably take less time to do anyway, so it might be a fun little bonus. But we'll have to wait and see. Damage is high here. No! Why'd you do that? 25. Seeing you beat Lud and Zolin made me completely forget about the Ivory King. Yeah. A really cool concept, but holy shit, that could have made getting these soldier bastards any less enjoyable. Yeah, there's problems. Haha, get destroyed, death counter 25! Yep. We have reached 25. 25. Still only just over double the amount of deaths from DS1. Yeah. Well, the main thing is sort of like the ratio, right? And like how many times have we died to a boss so far? I think it's 3 in total still, because Lud and Zolin we did in a single go. Well, all the cat bosses we've done in a single go this time. You know, like I think like breaking down the deaths is going to be the fun thing, which I might take a tally of like what each death came from, and I might break it down into something like interesting. I really want these guys to die. Alright. Biggest threat dealt with. Fuck you, little shit. Is there actually anything good in this chest? I forget. Nope. Noopity noopity noo. Hey dude, wanna join us? It's better than sitting around doing nothing. Or whatever you do. Do you just sit and masturbate all day long? What do you actually do? You just sit there. It's not like they were imprisoned either. Like, what are they doing? Just discovered you can change the message settings on this to all messages. Kept bugging me you'd respond to comments that weren't showing up. Really? Oh, are you talking about in the chat? Yeah, YouTube's got a weird thing where it only shows, like the default chat function is top chat, right? Which I think only means like channel members and like I think it only means like channel members and super chats and gifted membership stuff. I don't know. Like every time I use the pop-out chat to like get chat to appear on screen, it always fucks it up where it's like, you're like, what are we actually doing here? You know? And since this is the last fight, we are gonna go all in. But yeah, I don't know why YouTube's chat is weird. Like, you'd think live chat, where all the messages appear, would be default, right? I think top chat is just to avoid like stuff like message retractions and stuff like that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have a good gauge of what it's actually for. This is... I forgot to eat my root. I think this fight, more than any other, just kind of shows how the AI are really weird. The way they work. Like, in terms of aggro. Like, the aggro just seems all over the place. What did I just hit? It's like that guard was not attacking this guy whatsoever. Just randomly decided to attack him just for no reason. Still only just over the double the amount of deaths. Oh wait, no. This is why poise is helpful. Thank you, my white friend. Trying to not be racist, but it's hard. Yeah, I mentioned that too. They start off aggro to you regardless of positioning. They also just randomly aggro while fighting you, right? They're just randomly switching aggro. It's one of those things that kind of like multiple enemy encounters in FromSoft games usually point out that From Software is not good with multiple enemy encounters for the most part. Like, they tend to not be good at that at all. Very few times has it gelled very well. I mean, even like in some of their better encounters, like Ornstein and Smo, for example, it's like those enemies still... Like, the reason that they work well together is because they work differently to each other. Like, they're not the same type of enemy. So they move differently, and even then they can still get in each other's way and kind of fuck up, you know, fighting you. You know, it's a weird thing where just they're not good at multiple enemy encounters. You know, it's just not a strong suit, which is again why Dark Souls 2 and to an extent Elden Ring as well now, just multiple enemy encounters with a bunch of tough enemies is just usually not a good way to go for combat. They also tend to do it anyway, which is always interesting to me. Yeah, it's like they don't really care. Look at that aggro shift. Hello, knight. It's like I smack him, and then he decides, no, I'm not dealing with you. Dealing with other guy. Bruh. Don't let him heal, you idiot. No. Get. Poise broken. Come on, buddy. What you gonna do? You gonna do that shit. That's what you're gonna do. No, you killed my friend. You will pay for this. No, game. Why'd you do that? Oh, come on, he's about dead. It's over, dude. It's over. I win. Satisfaction, buttholes. So, we've done it. And here we are, all the crowns. Let's go back to Majula. Alright, so we finished that run with 25 deaths total. Alright, let's go back home. Doing good. The peaceful place. Alright, so there's our levels for the end of this. Cries. You crying sheep. I can't take it. No, not now. Alright. Well, that's pretty much it for this. So for Dark Souls 1, we died 11 times. For Dark Souls 2, we died 25 times. I'm going to go back through these streams before we get to the final Dark Souls 3 one. And then we're going to do a sort of a counter of how much of these deal with dying to a boss versus a group of enemies versus a misadventure, right? I'm going to try to keep it to those sort of three things. Actually, I'm going to make a note of this right now. Make a little chart here. Bosses. Groups. Misadventures. Then we'll do DS1. D. That's not a D. That's an S. It wouldn't be SS. I can't talk and write at the same time. I'm fucking retarded. Okay. Another DLC boss first try. I know it's funny, right? All the bosses for that DLC we did in a single try. Isn't that one considered the hardest DLC too? I don't know. Either way, we're here. So I'm gonna just quit out of here real quick. Let me quit out of stuff real quick while we switch over to Le Dark Souls 3 here. But, yeah, this should be fun. I'm kind of glad that we ended on a high note in a way, because that fight with the Burnt Ivory King almost got us a few times, but it still worked out all right for the most part. Felt good. Alright. Turn that off. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Pretty impressive. Got through DS2 relatively quickly. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, if you know what you're doing, for the most part, these games don't take that long to beat. You know, the hardest part is just acquiring the knowledge to begin with. That's the long-winded part. That's the real issue. Now let's get into Dark Souls 3. First I need to see some settings. Let me know if the game's too loud or not.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's leave it. Let's go female, just so we can hear the screams and have it be funny when we get hit. I forgot. What's the... Isn't there a test? Oh, there's not a voice option, I don't think. Oh, well. Alright, so... What is the highest strength class? It's probably the warrior. Probably gonna go with warrior. Yep, warrior's got the highest strength. You're going to turn off online mode? Yes. Fuck the online in these games. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Alright. Default babe, here we go. I normally start the game offline, so I think that should be saved. We'll find out soon. Let me see. Yep, online is off. Controls are working like normal. Let me remember how the controls work here. Okay, get that off the bar. What's my remove key? Okay. This is weird. I gotta like relearn controls. But yeah, so as we've talked about previously, since it's going to take forever to get Havel's gear in this game, we're probably going to focus just a glass cannon-ish build until we can actually get his stuff. So what I'm thinking we'll do is we'll probably focus strength and health kind of back and forth until we like we'll focus strength and health back and forth until both of those stats get to where we want them. Then we'll probably dump the rest into endurance and equip load just as we sort of come to more levels. I meant to jump that. Give me the special. Smack my bitch up. No. Now I gotta get used to Dark Souls 3 speed again. It's weird. It's like I was out of practice, then I was back in practice. Meant to jump that. Hee hee hee. But yeah, we'll see how this run goes. Rest, buttholes. Rest. Alright, Gundy, kick this old man's ass. Yeah. Here we go! Gundy, 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 Gundy. This is one thing too, like after speedrunning Dark Souls 3 over and over and over, I have that sort of like urge to just speedrun as much as possible. But at the same time I kinda like playing the game. So like it's a bit of a toss-up. Aha! I remembered how to parry. Ow. Fuck you! Heh. Dark Souls 3 is my pride and joy. I have done so much on it. No, stop parrying! Gunder, please! There is no hope. There is only hollowing. But yeah. Right now our main goal is basically just to get a glass cannon set up going. So we'll go for the grass crest shield, and then we'll go for actually I forget what you... Yeah, you get to the grass crest shield first. Yeah, you get to that before you get to the greatsword, so that's our plan for now. Bangaris, why are your reflexes not deteriorating already? Because it's not brain rot! I can't think of Domo during this game. Well, I'm trying not to, but then I brought him up, so I guess that's my fault. Souls. Souls. Souls, butthole. Souls. Give me all the souls. Bye. This makes you think, what would Domo's tier list of the games be? Dark Souls 2 at number 1, and number 2, and number 3, and number 4. Then maybe maybe Bloodborne after that. I feel like he would be a Bloodborne over Dark Souls 2 kind of guy. It would have to be DS2, DS1, DS3, right? With DS3 being trash to him. Yeah, that would probably be the logical thing. Just because he brought up a lot of the complaints people had of Dark Souls 3 being a shameless cash grab, which is utterly retarded to think about while ignoring Scholar. It's like, come on, you have to have a brain cell. You have to understand that comparing Dark Souls 3, an entirely different game in this trilogy, to Scholar, a revamped game of the original with just some switches around in terms of where stuff is. Like, comparing those two is like comparing those two and then calling Dark Souls 3 a cash grab is retarded, right? You have to be functionally retarded to make that connection. There's no way about it. Hello. Link the fire. Link it. I always love when they bring up Anne Orlando as if it reuses the entire area. It's like all they reuse is pretty much the cathedral, and that's it. It's like, when you really get down to it, Anne Orlando is basically just a footnote in Dark Souls 3. It's like, yes, this thing existed. It's like, yes, this thing existed. Here's the cathedral and the boss room. That's about it. I think you'd rather pretend 1 or 3 never happened. There's potential to that. See, what do we have right now? We probably should keep those. Probably should keep those. I forget if we use those on Havel's thingy. I don't know. We'll hold on to them. Alright. What do you have right now? I think what we'll do is we'll save up. Because I really want to get the Estus ring, which requires us to grab that. So I think we'll save up and grab that first before anything too crazy happens. Andrew's onto something, yeah. I think it's fan service done right with Anne Orlando and DS3. Well, I would agree. I think it's a good way to incorporate previous lore into the current game. You know, it's a lot better than just, you know, reusing stuff in general, right? Which I don't mind. I don't mind them reusing stuff. It's the context around reusing stuff. Just save Irina and kill her for the tower key. Yeah, but we have to do that later. That's the thing, though, is I have to get down to Irina, and I have to kill her. Like, later on, you know, which requires work. requires a lot of work. Alright, let's see if we can get this jump correct. Oh, first try. God, my nuggets are baked right now. Pump a rump, kinda gay. And just like that, covetous ring. That's not where rings go. God, I have to like unlearn the Dark Souls 2 controls now because I haven't played Dark Souls 3 in a while. Alright, how much is this one soul? It's not going to be anything. Let's go. Aha! Alright.
That is wasn't he? Pretty, but
For there you be careful. Alright. To the high wall. It's not looking good. Oh. And what I love about these games is you see a place you can go later. And it's actually right there. It's not a tower that's going to teleport in different directions. Fight me. Fight me on that shit. Yeah. Come here, doggo. Oh, halberd. Is that a good halberd? No, I can't use it yet. Oh, I need to get my dexterity up. I need to have one level in that just so I can wield Havel's shit. Smack. Never stop the smack. Do your transformation shit. Fuck you. Give me your goodies. Yeah, there's some goodies. Look at that, Domo. I angled my character appropriately in a different game. Where are you going, dude? Get over here and just die like a good little hollow. That's what you do. Literally. That's what defines you, is that you die over and over. You have 12k already. What the fuck, Ben Garris? I'm just very careful. Very careful. Well, careful might not be the best word, but I'm tactical. You're too lazy to go back and forth through the hub, huh? Not quite. Hey, you're dropping upgrades. That's handy. Now this is going to be one thing for this run that'll be a interesting thing, is we're going to maintain the same rules as the previous run with no summons. I'm not really worried about that for any boss in particular besides Frida, right? Frida is tough solo, so we're going to have to work around that. So many souls, so little time. So, hot take, this might be my first one. I do not like Frida. I actually find her pretty boring. I mean, I can see that. There's a lot of stuff in her fight that some people could find boring. I don't personally think she's boring, but you know, I think I can definitely see where you're coming from on that. Ship damage. See, I don't think we can use that sword yet. Oh, it requires 13 dex. Here's the thing, like, do we take the lighter weight weapon that's a little bit weaker, since we can use it now and we can upgrade it now, or do we wait till the greatsword? Decisions. Decisions. It's all stuff, right? Yeah, it is. 3 phases after the initial shock value just doesn't hit for me. Yeah, I could definitely get where you're coming from on that. I think the biggest problem with her is that it's sort of it's a fight that feels like it should end twice before it actually does end, and that's kind of part of the problem. You know, it's like you beat her regularly, you know, then you beat her in her, like, next form or whatever, and then you beat her again, like... Hey, Domo, look, that's called dodging away from it. You dodge away from the grab instead of into it. Now we have cooler axe. Axe ahead, buttholes. Neat axe. Do dancer early. Ah, good one. Ah, you. I love the shadowy glow when you deal, like, shadow damage, or dark damage. It's like you're corrupting them with every little hit. It's funny. Alright, you guys. I require you guys to die. Couldn't imagine doing Dancer early. It's a tough fight. She's one of the few fights that I get stuck on pretty regularly, so we'll have to see how that goes when the time comes. For now, we're doing what we can. Damn it. You will try. Alright, let's go back. See if we can get this ring. Alright, here. Let's see. You go away. You go away. Don't need you. Alright, I'm gonna keep the claymore just in case we change our mind, but sell pretty much everything else. Oh, here we go. 20k! Give me the ring.
Ashen.
Alright. See if any boss can kill you twice this run. That's the true question. Can any boss kill us twice? I'm trying to go through my head and think about which bosses have the highest chance of killing us. I know Frida's up there. Just because she's very difficult, along with the status effects, the long combos, the healing, and the multi-combat in Phase 2. That's probably the highest one that, or the one that has the highest chance of killing us. Just because there's a lot of, like, stuff in the fight that could catch us out, you know, if we make mistakes and stuff. But we'll have to see. You? I wonder, can he even make it over here? Or will he just freak out? Taking what I can get. Die. Nice. I'm trying to think of it now. I guess we could just go down the boss list and just see which ones we think might be a problem. I mean, Baby Gunder wasn't that big of an issue. See, Vorts will probably not be too bad. The Curse Rod of Great would have had different levels of problems with as I've played. Sort of like it's that might have a chance of killing us just because of the gimmickness of it. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. I doubt it. Not even the DLC can oppose Fingers. I'm actually not that worried about the DLCs, to be completely transparent. Like, I feel pretty confident with most of those bosses. Frida's the only one that's an outlier, just because she has the most stuff in her fight that would fuck with us. So that's kind of where we're at in terms of that being problematic. You know, in terms of like which fight would actually be a hindrance in a run. But I mean, the Abyss Watchers have killed me before, but I've also been able to deal with them pretty easily on most runs, so they might have a chance. I mean, Aldrich has his arrows, which could be sort of an instant death thing. Yorm's gimmick's annoying, but I can probably deal with that. Sullivan's one I tend to get stuck on, not in terms of like dying to him a bunch, but just he's a fight I tend to do poorly in, for the most part. So he might be one that is not really a roadblock, but he's one that could be the most problematic, if that makes sense. This is one thing. I don't want to risk this. I don't want to risk this jump, but at the same time, I don't really care. Actually worked. Huzzah. Huzzah. Double huzzah. Alright. Estus Ring. Estus Ring buttholes. First try, I hate it here. That was actually one of the few times where I've done it first try, so this is pretty rare even for me. Again, kill these guys, because free souls. Why not? Let's see. Ironically enough, I don't think we're going to die to bosses. I think we're more likely to die to very specific encounters in the game. What did it feel like when you were publicly humiliated by Domo? I don't know. I don't really know what you're talking about. So, I mean, if he calls me a piece of shit in the comments or a Dark Souls 1 fanboy, it's like, okay. You do you, man. He made a response video to you. There's no way he made a response video to me that quickly, right? There's no way. He made a giant video to, like, the whole thing. Would you say that DS3 has the most obnoxious dogs? Maybe? I mean, I don't like the dogs in most of the games. I mean, as I've said multiple times, the best dog is Sif, and that's about it. All the rest of them, I think, kind of suck. I think Dark Souls 3 ones are the weirdest because they, like, teleport behind you. That's one of the weird things of, like, why is that a thing?
Farewell, Ashen One.
He did, Vangaris? Oh, he did? Oh, okay. He made a 43-minute video, and you are labeled the Mauler Defense Force. Oh, thank you, Domo. Thank you. Maybe Mauler will let me on EFAP now. That'd be fun. Alright, here. So he made a 43-minute video dedicated just to me? That'd be kind of funny. That's the thing, though. How would he manage to get a 43-minute video out that quickly after working on the 2-hour one? Like, that's got to be a quick turnaround. I bet he'll cherry-pick every point I made just because he did the same thing with Mauler. Please don't make us watch it. Please don't make us. Hilarious. I mean, we quit his series because of the brain rot. I don't really want to go back to the brain rot again. I also don't want to start like a feud, you know. I think he makes a lot of good points in favor of Dark Souls 2 having some interesting things that can work that Mahler got wrong, but I think for the large part he is doing the thing of misrepresenting a lot of things from the other games. Mainly super niche things that happen once in a blue moon that happen regularly in Dark Souls 2 by comparison. But I mean, we've kind of made our point with that whole spiel. So we're going to move on from it. We're going to wash our hands of this brain rot. I have fire. Believe in the fire. This is also one thing, too. I could tell Domo had seen something, or some of his viewers had seen something, because I had a sharp spike of dislikes on several videos. Which, again, I thought was kind of funny. It's amazing that we can fight this badly over the internet, over a video game. It's kind of hilarious in and of itself. No matter which side of the argument you're on, it's kind of funny how we spend so much time dedicated to just being mad at each other. Lots of upgrades, lots of upgrades. Here's one thing, chat. Do we want to go with the greatsword or the claymore? Do we want to use that weapon until we can get Havel's stuff? I'll let you guys pick. Do we wait? Would have been nice getting a great hammer, so at least keep it consistent. So should we aim for that? Should we get a... Claymore is always a good shout, though. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Should we go for Vort's hammer? I've never used it, so... we could use that. I don't know the requirements for it, but... might be fun to use. And we're about at Vort now, so... that'd be something worthwhile. Fire bombs, fire bombs. Ah, crap, I hit the wrong button. No! Damn it, did not connect. Now that worked. I hate that enemy. Those dogs deserve it. 30 strength, I think. Ooh. Well, we could work our way up to that. It's a very tenuous, let's work our way up to that awkward smile. Hey, buddy. Ow. When you watch the video, will you give your thoughts on it in the server? Well, I mean, I don't plan to watch it. I'm not going to be the reply guy, right? I'm not going to get into a fight where we throw videos back at each other over and over. Someone recommended I watch his stuff. I watched his stuff. I was bored out of my mind with it and thought he made a bunch of bad points. That pretty much sums up the entirety of the streams. It's right, like, I'm not here for the flame war, alright? He made his points, I made mine. Make your own decisions after that. That's it. I mean, if you guys, like, if you like my content, like it, and like the videos. If you don't like it, dislike the videos, and move on. Like, it's just, that's just the way it is. I'm content with that being the way it is. If I get downvoted into oblivion, I don't really care, right? It's not like this is my livelihood. I'm doing this for the shits and giggles. Oh, don't see me. You don't see me. Oh, you see me. This is no good. This is no good. Run away! Run away! Your points were bad, though. That's why Domo pwned you in the video. Okay. You keep telling yourself that. Ah, hell nah. He's here to hate. Yeah, well. I mean, I was just ranting about this to my wife, right? Like, if people want to hate your content, let them do it. If you're making a valid point, that will be self-evident. If you're not making a valid point, that will also be self-evident, right? So, just a simple thing of, you know. Let's see if I can hit these guys. Oh, yeah. I know things. Woo! New Vangeris puts his head in the sand in shame. I should get a hat that is just filled with sand and just say, this is my bubble hat. This is where I go whenever I don't want to hear other opinions. I don't want to fight through these enemies. But should we? We've got no flask. We should go back to the shrine. New cool channel is taken to the dungeons. Nah, don't take him to the dungeons. This is one thing. I'm very against blocking people in chat unless they're spamming like links to bad sites and shit like that. Like, I'm fine with people hating me in chat. I'm a free speech fundamentalist. Like, until it becomes an actual harmful thing or something bad's going down, I don't really care. You know, unless you're doing something actively harmful, I don't plan to ban you. So have at me. You give me the skewering I so much deserve, apparently.
Ah, just good. What needs?
Alright. Vort's stuff upgrades with, like... I forget if all boss weapons or most boss weapons upgrade with the other Titanite type, the Demon Titanite or whatever it is. I would assume it would. I think we might stick with this axe until we get Vort's thing sort of sorted out.
Pretty Only be careful.
When I do my playful streams, I'm the same way. I don't like to feel like a dictator getting rid of people. Yeah. I think that shows more than anything just that you can handle, like, criticism, right? It's not gonna, you know, destroy your blood pressure or your... Wow, I just had a tard moment. It's not gonna just destroy your livelihood or your blood pressure to have people in the comments being like, hey, you got this wrong, fuck you, you're a insert negative phrase here. It's like, okay, I need to learn to live with that. It's the internet. It upgrades with Titanite scales. Okay, good. That is good to know.
Ashen.
Welcome, speak. Very well then taken.
I mean, it's also one of those things, too, where I'm not really that bothered with, like... Oh, we're so close on that. And this is one thing, right? Like, I'm not really bothered if my videos get ratioed to hell and back, right? I mean, it's just a matter of, you know, do I feel comfortable with them? You know, and do I think there are genuinely mistakes being made here and there? You know, and sometimes there is. You know, there's a lot of instances where I got a lot of things wrong, so... You know, as long as I can have the self-awareness to understand that, we can move past it, improve, and make better videos in the future, and sort of rinse and repeat, you know. Self-awareness, I think, is the biggest thing that's lost in a lot of people, and I think that's the problem. It's so funny that you've been making Domo jokes these past Dark Souls streams, yet you can't watch his response video. Well, I mean, we gave up on his response series because we were tired of watching it. I mean, he tends to make the same point about 3,000 times. You know, there's only so many times where I can, you know, be like, I disagree, and here's my rebuttal. You know, there's only so many times I can do that before I don't want to waste my time watching his stream anymore. Right? If you enjoy his streams, go enjoy them. I can block 100% now, bitch. Come here, doggy. Andrew, I'm surprised you're not pouncing on this golden opportunity. We have a golden opportunity here. And so I give it to you, the people. I give the like and dislike ratio to you, the people. No, I forgot. I completely forgot to pick that up. Not gonna use it, just because I'm not a buff person. Ow. Also, does this mean that you've been watching multiple streams here? Welcome, new channel. You're one of us. You're going to slowly metamorphose into the conglomerate that is this channel. End of the day, we disagree with him, and that won't change. The videos were a struggle, and I watched that full 2-hour defense. It was awful. I just searched the transcript, DW. What? So you didn't even watch the video, you just looked up a transcript of it? I'm a little confused. Damn, well fuck you too then. Come on. Let's be toxic to each other. Let's not be toxic to other channels. I appreciate the shards. They are nice. Hello, knight. Smack my bitch up. Andrew, why did you delete your comment in Domo's video? For a proud Brit, you're really pretty. You're pretty thin-skinned. I think it should be thin-skinned. In that case, politely do dancer early. No, no, that's just going to lead to pain. Lots of pain. And also, I'm trying to do these in sort of a. This is how. You know, you progress the game, sort of a thing. See, what's the... Okay, there's that. Hello, Ema.
I allow you. They have to their head for.
Thank you for the banner. I will return when you forcibly summon me here. When you abduct me. Hey, buddy. How are you doing? Did not mean to do that twice. I don't really know why I killed you. You give some decent souls, but I didn't really need the items around you. Why did I do that? Oh well. Oh well, we're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants here. Begone, thought. Time for ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ahead. Bring it on, Vort, bring it on! Burn your head. Burn the witch. Smack that fat ass. Smack it. Two down. Get him, bro. Please kill Vinger. You must give it time. You must give it time, my friend. Oh, here's one thing we'll do. We're not gonna abuse Yol this time either. We're not gonna do it. We shall not abuse him. We're going to do this without the Yol abuse. If we die naturally 5 times, or however many times it takes to actually trigger the thing to level up 5 times, then we'll use it, but we're not going to abuse it immediately. If we naturally die, we die. Damn it. Get your trick shots, bro. Alright, get rid of... I forgot, did I pick up anything I want to use? No, nothing I really want to use. But he wants to make you stronger. I know, but I'm okay not being stronger. Plus, I also don't want to die a whole bunch and have to reload the thing over and over.
Please. I have some about say.
Later. You do want to die over and over. I don't want to die. Let's see. Okay, let's see how long we can keep a streak going before we actually die. Open sesame.
Ah.
I forgot. I don't think she has anything I want.
Ashen.
Alright.
That is one. Pretty be careful.
Pretty be careful. I don't want to see you go hollow.
Welcome her speak. Very well then taken.
Queen. My queen. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I'll probably keep doing this.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Ah.
Ashen 1.
Welcome speak.
We're leveling up, damn it.
Farewell, Ashen One.
I do want to see you go hollow. Ah, that's a shame. I like my memories, though. If I went hollow, I'd forget you guys. That would be lame. That would be gay and lame. Not sure what happened there. It's pretty funny, though. Charcoal bundle. Actually, one thing I should have thought about now is I probably should invest in a bow just so I can shoot stuff down from there. What the? Hello, fat one. Oh my god, these little fucks are annoying. Yeah, let's see. How do we want to do this? I think I'll go this way. Because I know we have the option to go the other way, but... You're getting older, Vangeris. In your prime, you would have dodged that easily. How dare you! I'm still in my prime now! Let me get my meds! You gonna drop down and play? Yeah. Play the game. I don't think there's anything up there I want, so I might skip it. Drop ahead, buttholes. Quick, take his meds and nerf him. I haven't taken my medication in a while. I really, really need to take it. I can't handle these games. Not without my meds. Meh. I don't know why I turned into a sheep, but meh. Alright. Alright, you don't set a bow, do you? You said arrows. I don't see a bow. It's not cool.
Ashen.
Welcome to speak. Very well, then take.
Alright.
Farewell, Ashen Mink.
May the flames guide thee. Alright, let's go do something. You don't need to go up there. Alright, what I want to do is I want to get down to that lower level. She was just like, well, I guess those guys are dead now. Sucks to be them, I guess. Hello, person. Okay, didn't mean for that, but okay. Doggo ahead, and then butthole. Why are you guys living in a fart cloud? Shortcut ahead. Invasion ahead, buttholes. Yeah, stuff we don't need. Woot. Come, Hodrick. Let us do this shit. Why the fuck are you coming over here? Goodbye. Get his fucking ass, Hodrick. Heal, Hodrick, please. You're the best. Hodrick, heal. No. How much dexterity does Vort's hammer require?
Very well, then take
Does anybody know off the top of their head?
farewell, Ashen One.
Actually, what am I doing? I should go make friends with the giant first. Please stop, you're breaking the game. I know, right? Playing it. Come back here, rando. Randy the rando. Alright, now you aggro. Do you want to play? Do you want to play? Come down this way. Yeah, there we go. That's where you belong. Run away! Hello. Hmm.
I to be. But
Giant. Besties?
I have.
Besties.
I have.
Alright. This is probably going to be kind of meh until we actually get to, like, each boss and... There's probably going to be a lot of downtime of just we're getting from A to B, and I don't think much is going to happen, so...
Do. No! You should have waited! Well, it's too late now. I
Ow.
the knights of Katarina right by your side. Ah!
Stun him. Nibble his giblets. Nice.
That you weep.
Siegbrow.
Look.
Toast. Now enjoy your nap. Nice. Oh shit, I didn't know stream was going on. Well, now you do. Welcome. Got some good shit going. So yeah, we beat Dark Souls 2. We finished the Ice DLC with how many times did we die in that DLC? 3 times? We died 3 times in the DLC, but none of them were to bosses. Now we're going through Dark Souls 3, getting our build sort of set up. I forget, do I have any throwables? I have 1. May as well equip it, why not? Did you have fun with the best FromSoft game? I did have fun during most of it. A couple of frustrating deaths here and there, but you learn to live with it. Apparently Domo responded to me, which is also kind of neat. Yeah, Champion Gunner isn't happening for me, sadly. Aw, keep trying. You will get it. I believe in you! Silly dog. Silly, silly pup. You're throwing poop at us. Ugh. First, Vangeris cheated and didn't die enough in the DLC. The appropriate number of deaths is 1 million. I don't want no burning hugs. No. No. My legs can't handle this level of scrutiny. But secondly, I think you know, we were talking about it in the server. Alright. Alright. See. I got everything that was up here, right? It's just the homeward bones. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Oh, gee, then. Chloranthy, buttholes. Sexy leather. One of our... Yeah, it's a little better. There we are, in all of our bloody, goopy glory. Just keep getting to his second phase and it's not happening. Why is the title called Mauler Defense Force, lol? What? Oh, you're talking about the video. I thought my stream was like weird for a second. It's like, what? Huh? Truth be told, I don't even like his videos that much. Yeah, I mean, it's just the typical thing of just like, we have to pick sides and then demonize other. Because apparently we can't have any other way of doing it. Oh, she's doing the thing where she brings out her toe jam. Cleanse the bastard's curse. How dare you smack me with a book? How dare you misuse literature? How dare you? Alright, so... I'm thinking now. We go back, level up, just to bank our shit and upgrade stuff. Once we get to the Great Tree, it would be good to do more fun things. Which will be nice.
Ah.
Alright, don't really need those ever. Don't need these. Don't need that, don't need that. Goodbye. I need to purchase a bow at some point. Oh, I need that. I forget. Is it after you...
Ashen.
I forget if you can find another bow somewhere or not. I'm curious. We have many, many, many souls.
Welcome, house speak. Very then take.
Queen. My queen. Right.
Farewell,
See, how many...
Ashen One.
Oh, we got plenty of embers.
Ah.
Sell these bad boys.
Ashen.
Welcome, very then take.
This is one thing. Once we get our vigor up to 1,000, that's usually where I stop for a little while, just because that's a good sort of like point to quit upgrading your health. Like that'll work for a good portion of the game until you get to later on. At least in this game in Dark Souls 1, like well, this game more particularly. Dark Souls 2 has that thing where like health continues to go up a lot, so it's a little bit more worthwhile as it goes on. Dark Souls 1 has that a little bit, but it kind of drops off after a while. The number of people in the stream gets up sometimes. I wonder if people from that video just come here and lurk for some time. Lol. I mean, I figured. I mean, they might. I don't know. Maybe they're waiting to clip me saying something offensive or dumb, and that's why. Or maybe they're just genuinely curious and they're you know, not here just to hate on the guy that criticizes Dark Souls 2 but still enjoys it. I don't know. The internet's a confusing place. Friend ahead, buttholes! Hey, Giant, shoot them. Using the environment to my advantage, because other games have that. Alright, let's grab some more goodies. Then we can finally start getting some sort of weapon set up that's not just axe butthole. Cleric ahead. And then slave. There's probably some commentary in that you could make. Alright, weird glowing-eyed one. Alright, doing very good so far. Doing very good. I'm looking forward to using Vort's hammer, because I've never used it. It will be a new experience for me, and that will be fun. I've watched only one Mahler video, which was of some Marvel movie where he calls Benedict Cumberbatch in 500 different ways, and it got unfunny in like 20 minutes. I mean, I like that kind of joke, but I can understand if it gets old after a while. It's actually funny. I've watched a lot less of his sort of more recent videos, but I've watched a lot more of his streams. I didn't even know he made videos about games, lol. He hasn't really made a video on a game, like a video in a while. I mean, because I think he did most of that in like 2017, I think. I think around 2018, 19, he stopped doing that and focused more on the movie thing and EFAP, just because those are the things he's more interested in. Which I get. You shouldn't make a video on something you're not interested in. Or at least you don't have a strong opinion or a strong perspective on. I've only seen the DS2 vid, so I don't really have a connection with him. It just so happens that he says a lot about DS2 I agree with. Yeah. I mean, again, it should be about, like, whenever we're discussing things, it should be about ideas, not who's saying ideas. Right? Like, if a Nazi says water is healthy, that doesn't mean that water is bad because a bad person said water is healthy. Right? Like it doesn't mean water is incorrect. You know? No, that didn't do a whole lot. Alright. Okay, the sacks. Ow. That metaphor isn't gonna do any favors, man. Here's the real question, is water wet? I remember EFAP arguing about that, and that was so funny. It's time to go down. Down! Come back here. Woo. Damn it. No! Get your creepy molester hand off me. Warning, don't molest me. No! I failed again. The molester hand must go away. Huzzah! Weapon ahead, buttholes! The water wet stream was class. It really is the classic EFAP moment when they're arguing over is water wet. There's some really good memes that come out of EFAP, man. It's just really funny. A lot of the boogie ones are just funny as hell. Blank is the only joy I have in life has gotten around so much that it's so much fun. Protein in urine is also hilarious, but for a lot of the wrong reasons. Fuck, you didn't die! Maybe one day. If we flawless this whole run, I'm going to be very happy about that because it'll save us time. Ooh, it's free! Oh wow, there's no dex requirement. I will take that. Yay, hammer! Hammer, butthole. Hammer. How heavy is it? It's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. It looks cool though. It's snowing, like my head after a shower.
Great. Let I over.
That's a dandruff joke, because my head sheds like a fucking dog. Alright, we have a big weapon. Now we commit to it. And have good fun. I probably need to check something, actually. I need to look this up.
Welcome, speak. Very then take.
Alright, I think our health is good, so let's try to get this up to where we can comfortably use it.
Well, Ashen One.
Alright, what does it take to level up? About 6k at this point.
Ashen.
Alright.
Very then take.
Oh, strength.
Farewell, Ashen Maid.
Alright, this thing is going to be a heavy stamina user. Gotta be careful when slapping people with this. Alright. We could upgrade it, but I have to sell things. The hammer smashes. Let's see how well it does. How's my equip load? Okay, rolls a little too fat. Ooh, that's a little shaky there. Yeah. Okay, it's not gonna be much different, so we're gonna commit to the Mira outfit while we do this. Alright, I think you can Yeah, I can upgrade, I need more souls, and I don't have anything I want to burn. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have anything I want to burn. Actually, I never use Sigbrow, so let's I always pick it up and I always never use it. Let's get rid of that. I think we needed something like 1500 something. Let's see if we can upgrade it. Alright, thing is though. Alright, let me check something real quick, unless you guys can find it faster. Does Havel's weapon and shield upgrade with the same materials as this weapon. That's my biggest sort of concern. Looking it up now. I'll probably take too long to get it and you guys will beat me to it. Because I think Havel's stuff upgrades with Twinkling Titanite in every game. I think that's a universal thing across every game. Or not across every game, I forget. Well, we went through Dark Souls and I just forgot what it upgrades with. Upgrades with scales also. Ooh. See, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to do because usually, unless we do like buying stuff and farming stuff, it might take us a bit to actually get all the scales we want for the tooth after we upgrade this thing. You know, like by the time we get to that. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be an issue. But we'll deal with that in the future. And I know we can buy scales once we get like a certain ash to give to the handmaiden. Which, did I already give that? Yeah, I did. Okay.
Ashen. No.
Great shield upgrades with twinkling. Ah, okay, so there is a difference. Okay. So I should keep both. That's the short answer. Is there a bow that spawned here? No, it's just the key. Oh, I'm not using these anymore.
Ashen.
I'm wondering... Here's the thing. Should we go back and get the health regen shield that's down in the place? Right? like in the lower, in the super lower area, or should we do something else? I'm thinking we should go down there and try to get it just so we can have that sort of bonus. Well, probably way too much, and I also don't have a bow to actually shoot the thing down that holds it. So this will be an interesting. This will be an interesting challenge. All right, I need souls. It's not enough. Let's play a game. If you can stand still in a boss arena for 20 seconds, you win. I mean, you'd be surprised how many boss arenas actually allow that. It's not like Elden Ring where they just overwhelm you constantly 100% of the time. Let's see, here's one thing. Do I attempt to jump down? I've survived this drop before, but I don't remember how much health it requires to actually, like, live through it. Decisions ahead, butthole. I wonder if you're able to jump down over there. We're gonna do a test. We're gonna do a test and see see how it does. Worker hat. Can I get you to fall down here too? That'd be wonderful. Thank you. I will leave tips for both of you in your tip jar. Said I need a break, so doing Armored Core 6 for a bit. Have fun! I don't know how fun those games are. Okay, we cannot just parkour down there. Alright, let's try something. See if we live. Aha! We did it! Praise be to Gwyn! We did it. Oh, fuck. They were following me. Damn, that thing does slap. Right, I need to get that thing down. Fuck you! We'll see who's the slapper. It's Ma. It's pretty fun once you get past the first boss. Mechs and big weapons. What's not to love? I've heard a lot of people liked Armored Core 6, but how old is that series? Like, when did the first one come out? Because I know Armored Core 6 came out. What was it? Was it 2023? I know it came out after Elden Ring, but before the DLC. New. This weapon is too OP. You got to put it away. Oh, we've committed. I'm trying to think now. I actually don't have anything that'll get this thing down. I don't have a bow or anything. Royal Rat Authority ahead, but not. It's very old. It goes back years, but it was 10 years since the one before. Ah, okay. Is it one of those things where, like, is it one of those series that From Software kind of shelved once the Souls series took off, and then they're just now coming back to it just for the shits and giggles of it? Or was there, like I don't know anything about Armored Core beyond it's like a mech game, right? So is it one of those things where From Software always owned it and then just like never did anything with it after 5 or whatever preceded the other game? I don't know. I have questions. I have questions that will probably never be answered outside of this discussion. So here we are. Okay, this probably goes up, doesn't it? Yep. Refreshing playing a FromSoft game that isn't in the Souls formula. Yeah, it's one of the games they didn't go do for ages because of Souls. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, it is kind of crazy to think though that the studio like made Demon Souls, and then after a little while it kind of became a success. Then Dark Souls came out, and they just rushed to make Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, then Dark Souls 3, then Sekiro, then Elden Ring, like in such in a relatively short span of time, right? Like those are some pretty decently sized games. Mine's bigger. This is one thing too, like after playing a shit ton of Elden Ring for the video I'm working on, it was actually really nice to play something un-Souls-like. Like I've had a lot of fun recording different games for the gaming channel, sort of after the fact. Compensating something for this with this weapon? Yes. There's over 10 games, goes back to basic computer graphics like Doom. Wow, that's an old series. It's an ancient one. It's older than Gandalf. Fuck you. Shit. Fuck you. We're about to get Crest shield, so I might not worry about going for that shield that we were going for earlier. There's no real point to worry about at this point. Like, we're just gonna We're gonna replace it with a stamina shield anyway. And we're doing fucking phenomenal, so why ruin the magic? First game 97. Wow. Nice. Quit your poison. Stop it. Go off the edge. Go. Go. Be with your kind in the trash bin. This is one thing, too. I'm probably going to skip over content that's not relevant for our build. So, goodbye, Morn's Ring. He did the scream! He did the scream, meme! Grass Crest Shield, I need you. I need all the stamina regen I can get. This is one thing. If we like Vort's Hammer enough, we could just say fuck it to the Havel thing. We don't actually have to be Havel only this entire run. We can say fuck it whenever we want to.
Welcome, speak. Very then take.
Take nourishment.
Farewell, Ashen Maid.
Ah.
Let's see. Don't need those. Don't need that. Cool weapon, but don't need it.
Ashen.
Alright, we don't have anything to upgrade, right? No, we don't. We're just trucking along here, trucking along. Ah, man, it almost one-shots them. I hate when that happens with heavy weapons. It's like, come on, you're right there. Guess I need my strength to be just a little bit higher. Oh, shit. That was not intended! Our plans have fallen to dust. I can avoid a good bit of shit around here. That crab's angry, though. Crabs are angry. Hey. Hey. Woo! Panic roll! Woo! Is that... Gotta get those panic rolls in. Shield! Nice. Alright, how we doing on bat rolling? How much is this? 4.5? Is that too much? That'll work. I hear Heisel buffing up. Where are you at, my dude? Come on, buddy. Come on, you can do it. Make it up here. Oh, maybe you can't go past that gate. Maybe that's why this gate's here. It's like a checkpoint for... Not a checkpoint, but like a barrier or some shit. Hello. Eh. I didn't plan this, but I'm really considering giving up on the Havel run and just doing like a fun meme run. Why do you aggro from so far away? Estus ahead! And memes below. Actually, I haven't seen what this weapon art is. That's just perseverance. Boost poise. Damage reduced while activated. That's also helpful. Heretic staff. Nice. I think about it. I don't think I need anything up there. Actually, wait, isn't there a ring of sacrifice up there? I remember something valuable being up here, but I can't remember. Ring of sacrifice? Yeah. Alright, I think we attempt the crystal sage. Give him a good old fucking beating. He even knows what the items are. We're cooked. I don't know where every item is, I just know a couple of them. It's usually coincidental. Alright, let's take another boss. Let's see if he'll actually do his grab with me, because he never does it for me. Bring it on, Crystal Doofus. Bring it on. I'm gonna smack you into the past. You're gonna wish you never did anything. Ever. How did that one miss that entire combo? Kind of crazy. It's over, Sage. I have the high ground. Haha! Let him showcase his moves, man. No. What to tell you right now? No. That should be enough to give us all the strength we need to two-hand this bad boy. Or one-hand this bad boy.
Welcome. Very then take.
Take the nourishment. Nourishment!
Farewell, Ashen One. May
Alright. Alright, I meant to use both of those. You know, it's one of those funny things, right? Like, you have to reopen the menu, but the, like, pop-up for these things will be consistent. Like, once it's available, the pop-up will work. Like, they'll pop up as usable. It's weird. It's weird how these games don't have, like, consistencies with the menu systems. It's very strange. Very strange. 'Tis a problem across the board. More endurance.
Ashen One. May
Ah,
What do we have to sell? I don't know, I kind of like that helm. It's goofy, and it's fun.
Ashen
See, how much do I need to upgrade things? We have enough. Sweet. What needs smithing? I require my Estus to be smithed, Mr. Smith. Rob Schneider is a carrot.
Welcome. Very then take. Farewell, Ashen. May
Needs more cowbell. Alright, did we pick up any more? No, we didn't. Alright, let's head to the cathedral. I might be able to make it to the cathedral and then beat the boss, and then we might have to call it there. Because by that time, we might be... Well, by that time, we'll be out of time, probably. If not before. I'm going to try to beat the boss as quickly as possible. Thank you for the upgrades, me chaps. Oh, ha, ha. Bee-hee. I gotta wonder what it's like to be a, like a sound design person and you make your own sounds. I bet it's gotta be entertaining. Wow, you frost bit quick. Man, this thing does slap. You said the thing too, this is horrible. I know you got double the stupid. Hello, what's his face? Would you like to play a game? that this area is an experience. Fuck you! Fuck you! Oh fuck, I missed. Shit, that could have been bad. Yeah, the hammer hits hard and has the highest frost buildup per hit of any weapon. Oh, that explains a bit. I'm glad Vort gets such love. It's time to get some moaning. Merciful goddess. Fire for Oriental. Fire. Ah! This goes way too into it. I'm just unlocking this just so he's not here just moaning over and over and over. Painted world of Elyamas. Let's go, guys. Nothing tops the moaning your character does after every hit in DS1. Oh, yeah. Oh. It really does sound like a nut noise, right? Like, it's too close to a nut noise to not be a nut noise. It just feels wrong, right? Like, it feels inappropriate. There's another ravenous crystal lizard for more scales here. I know. I require them. Alright, don't glitch me into the floor. Please don't. Nice. Flawless smackathon. More upgrades. More upgrades indeed. So, a quick question for everybody that's watching right now that cares. Do we want to continue with the Havel thing, or do we just want to give up on that and just have fun? I'm kind of 50-50 at this point, and I feel like I might drift towards just having fun and forgetting the Havel thing. You're getting ravenous. Ravenous. Have fun. It's ages until we get the gear. Yeah, but I mean like after we can get the gear, you know. You may bleed, but I freeze. This might be one of my favorite levels from Dark Souls 3, just this whole cathedral area, just with how the shortcuts work and how many there are and how they get you all over the place. It is truly chef's kiss. Ooh, that could have been really bad. I got sniped from like 3 different angles. Fuck you, buddy. I was late because I was fighting Demon Prince. Well, good luck. How did it go? Did you do good? I did pretty good. Only died once on New Game Plus 7. Nice. Have fun. The armor is so far away and it's not even good. I feel like Havel armor was best in DS1 and bad everywhere else anyway. I don't think it was bad in Dark Souls 2, but it's definitely one of those things where just it's decreased in value as it's sort of gone on. Hello, big one. I gotta wonder how long that guy stays up there all day. Hello, bleedy one. Would your friend like to join? Nice. Good angle. Good angle to kill. Nice. We really just need to upgrade our weapon like one more time. Then we're good. I just now realized that we missed a pathway for a coal in the woods. I was planning to go that way, and then I got sidetracked by going for this shield and then completely forgot about that path. I mean, we don't really need anything from that area, just because I don't need any of the Black Knight gear there, and I don't need the coal. So, we're basically good. Lots of upgrades coming in.
Ah. Great. Let I.
Alright.
Ashen.
Alright, Andre, give me your best shit. That's upgraded. Can't upgrade that yet. Could upgrade that. I don't really block with it that much though. Oh man. You know what? I think we will commit to this. Just having a fun build. I think we just say fuck it to the Havel thing. Based on how annoying it was to deal with as the game sort of went on, and how annoying I know being a tank build is in this game in general, I think we just say fuck it and let's just beat the game and have fun.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Alright. Thanks for killing that guy. You're wonderful. You're a wonderful giant. Let's see, I'm pretty sure I don't need a whole lot of stuff in here, actually. There's a lot of, like, caster stuff in here that I don't need. What's up, Kirk? Do you want to play a game? I feel like Kirk's always been a bit of a loser when it comes to like all the NPC invasions. Like, by comparison, he's very, very weak. He's very weak. He's also very parryable. He's got a cool armor set though, so maybe that's the redeeming factor. He wins on cool points, but not on actual, like, danger points. Alright. We're basically ready for the boss, so let's run up to the boss, beat the boss, and then we can go home. Probably go home, level up, and then end the stream there, just because I do have to stop. Whole area is just gay. Alright. Congregation ahead, buttholes! Fuck you! And that barely killing him is going to be... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. I'm not a fan of the fat ones. It's not just because they're fat. It's also because they have a weird moveset. Major guy time? Behold, congregation death ahead. This isn't fair, Vangeris. Stop. They about ganked me. They about did it, which is the one thing I don't think this fight works well with, is the multiple enemy aspect of it, but as far as a gimmick goes... I mean, I like the gimmick, I just think there's too many enemies. Alright. That out of the way, we can start working our way down towards Farron Keep proper. It will be wonderful. Alright, let's see if we can upgrade anything else that's laying around. See, how much do we need? NK.
Ah,
Let's sell an extra one just to be safe.
Ashen.
Alright.
Very then taken.
Then take nourishment. Okay, there we go.
Farewell, Ashen Maiden.
Actually, you know what? Let's do one more thing before we end the stream here. Let's do one more thing. Let's get past those two dickheads that are guarding the bonfire after the ladder. Let's deal with those two. Then after that, we'll stop. We'll say GG, farewell, and we'll mean it. You annoy me, so fuck off. Fuck you. No GG's, the death counter is not a happy camper today. I know, we've had nothing. Nothing at all. We'll be getting there, though. The game's difficulty will match back up to where we are now, though. Eventually. Alright. Bonfire ahead, buttholes. Alright. Well, we've made a lot of good progress here. Made a lot of good progress. Let's see here. Yeah, I do have to stop. And I keep thinking, I can go a little farther, I can go a little farther, and then my wife will be mad at me. So, let's call it quits here. This was fun. I'm glad that we're using this new weapon. Never used it. Thoroughly enjoying it so far. So, we'll be getting into this soon, hopefully. I don't... Let me check my calendar real quick, because I don't think I'm going to be available next weekend. Yeah, I'm not going to be available next Saturday. Next Saturday or Sunday, so I'm going to be catching this up probably the weekend after that, unless something crazy happens. So tell your wife that the Vengaris army needs their general. I will, but I don't think she'd be receptive to it. She'd probably just say, I don't care. Come cuddle. Something like that. But, yeah, that's going to be the end of this stream. So thank you all for being a part of this and hanging out and doing whatever. Damn it. But, yeah, so probably no ESAS next weekend unless something strange happens. I should be available the last weekend in March. That should be a thing. So we'll see how that goes when we get there. But for now, I'd just like to thank you all for being a part of this and enjoying. We've made a lot of progress this stream, so depending on how long the next couple of streams are, we might finish Dark Souls 3 in like 2 more weekends or so. We'll see. We'll see. But, yeah, just thank you all for being a part of this, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend and a good week. So, thank you again for watching, and God bless.